Good evening and welcome to game two between EatMySteel and it's Starman. EatMySteel won game one by roughly 12 to 13 minutes. Game two could go a completely different direction as Starman has been making progress in their times in the randomizer scene. Fury alongside a late bit. It should be an interesting one between these two. We'll see if Starman can continue to climb the ladder as far as their times go, or if Eat My Steel will be just a little bit too tough, as I believe you mentioned in the uh, pre-game lobby that Eat My Steel's kind of one of those favored runners for this low roll bracket.
Yeah, for sure. I think we had 18 brackets filled out for low rule, and I believe 6 of them have Eat My Steel winning it all. So um, this flag set does not heavily favor the standard players that you would consider favorites, but Eat My Steel absolutely a strong runner. So um, earned those predictions. But it's like I said, very volatile flag set. This should be a very good match. And plus, who doesn't like a little bit of rando before bed for those of us in North America?
Yeah, it's still 11 o'clock where I'm at, but we'll see what the start area has in store for the two runners, as they're not too far away from the vanilla location, so that should be the first checkup.
A little tech type party. Okay. Vanilla wood sword. All right. All right.
Well, you can't complain too much about being miles and miles away from any sort of regular combat. We'll see if things continue to be easy on the runners or if it'll get progressively more difficult.
That will definitely streamline some early game decision making for better or worse.
So it looks like both runners will progress towards Death Armos, again with no flag changes into brackets. The same rules apply. 5-day Triforces want to get that free information out of the way as early as possible. Might take a little bit of a dive into a dungeon for some free rooms, maybe hoping if it's a large dungeon to get something like a Triforce or the immediate items so you can back out. If it's a lower dungeon, maybe you'll spend a little bit longer in there.
Yeah, that's kind of the trend I've been seeing. Smaller dungeons definitely preferred. Speaking of large, the medium secret's very beefy tonight, and there's level 9 for Eat My Steel. And we're going to get some information here. 7 tries. I like 6 and 7. They add a little bit of variance without being too wild like 5 tries are. So
5 tries, I think, would be a little bit more favorable to runners who feel like they maybe are behind a little bit. So I think Starman would have preferred a 5 or a 6, but 7 still leaves some room for gambling. We'll see if Eat My Steel decides to gamble on 9 and Silvers end up not being there or something like that.
yeah, for sure. And Starman gets that same information. Death Armos contains level 8 and a key door. We're going to get it up in A and then probably a pirouette to clear that key.
Yeah, I think maybe go a couple of rooms in past this key door if possible, but I would spend a ton of time, even with the wood sword in here. It could be somewhere in the ballpark of 40 rooms, and unless the enemy set's really kind, that might take you some time to dig, and early deaths would hurt.
Yeah, I see Gibdos and a like here. I don't believe that qualifies as terribly friendly. So maybe clear this one out, check 1 or 2 more, maybe get a free key or something. But after that, I think I'm probably out of here.
Yeah, this could also be an early transport or staircase with an item in it. Instead, it's just nothing. So we'll check a couple more open doors, and at least getting bomb packs in here early, so that's a good thing. Here's a potential transport.
Potential super room, even. If these bubbles will leave us alone long enough for us to find out.
All right, there's my
goodness, what is that 8?
That is segmented, and that is a ticket to my exit if I'm runner, at least pretty soon here.
Yeah, you know, if you get kicked to this little segment over here, I guess you can justify clearing it out, but oh, that's an ugly 8. I want out of here.
At least got a key out of this little segment. I don't think I'm buried on this door. Probably would up an A in, as you said, cutting losses is kind of in the front of my mind at this point, but yeah,
Yeah,
this 8's ugly.
yeah. This is the kind of hate where you say I've seen enough. I'll come back if I have to.
Looks like we can also go left at start, so that's going to cause a little bit further exploration around. And another potential push block room, this one with just a couple of modules in it, so again, prolonging it a little bit. We'll see if it's an item or if it just continues to not pay off.
Potential bomb pack drops here as well if our globals are set up right.
Any key, there's a good payday. That'll get EatMySteel into a couple of other dungeons that are notoriously key locked.
I love early any key. I can find one and not worry about it just taking all my keys.
So one more room that we can get down into here, and then maybe go right. A little bit of money here, so that gets us closer to potentially guaranteeing the candle, which can roll up to 80.
And the Gyptos did roll down quite a bit, which is nice. Looks like we have a -2 on them. Take that any day of the week.
Starman, meanwhile, cleaning up the door that was locked behind a key in that little segment. Can only really pay off if it's a Triforce, and I'm not even sure it really drops in an 8.
We have a potential staircase behind that Goma here for EatMySteel. Just to clear this keys. And this Gibdo.
So let's see if
Bubbles
Starman
not wanting to cooperate.
Yeah, Starman's going to make the same move to the left. And given the enemy set there, I think that will permit him to figure out what this is. The flute is the second item, so now you have a choice of kind of a linear progression path to find the Triforce or decide to come back later. With 7 Triforces on the board, very good chance we have to come back to this dungeon if something's blocked up at some point. But for now, I'm going to leave it behind.
Yeah, I love the overworld exploration that tutor unlocks, so I mark this as come back later and start playing a little bit of music out here.
Yeah, it's only going to end up really unfortunate if perhaps the Triforce was like 1 or 2 rooms on the north path beyond what they explored. But it could also just be ladder blocked or Goma blocked, since we've seen the Gomas in here a couple times.
With an 8th that looks like this, you never know.
Yeah, I don't think it's the largest 8 we've ever seen, but again, with so much of that linear path set up there, there's just too much that can go wrong.
Yeah, size is certainly not the issue here. It's a lot of linear choke points and just things like that. You don't want to invest too much time into that 7 minutes in the seat. Starman picks up that tutor as well. They continue to dig. Just to not have to come back here. So we may find out where that Triforce is in short order, or we may not.
Yeah, they did not go this direction moments ago. They went up first, so probably at least going to make it to where they don't have to re-clear this segment, unless it's Goma blocked. And by segment, I mean just this little area that's kind of on its own.
Right, yeah. EatMySteel playing a little tune at Recorder Lake, and it has level 6 under it.
Yep, so this is another dungeon that probably you don't want to find super early, but, well, now definitely.
Especially now with 8 blue Wizrobes in the first room you see outside of the lobby.
Yep, went in a little bit further. It's going to up A and just continue this direction instead. Could end up with more Wizrobes or just a couple of Moldorms. Fortunately, no bombs to force a 10 count off of these, but it is a drop room.
Yeah, those Gorillas in the next room might provide some bombs.
Ooh, quick clip here is going to pay off potentially.
Oh,
Nope, just a transport. Still going to go ahead and take it because that is not guaranteed to work a second time.
no.
And doesn't look like immediately that we're segmented in this 6, given how close these staircases are. However, there's more than enough time for a map to disprove that theory. 3 hits for a red Wizrobe, so they roll down 1, making it a little bit easier to kill them with the wood sword before they disappear. And a book on the floor is a good find. That might be another quick and early exit for EatMySteel, just to come back later.
Yeah, 7 tries. I don't think he wants to dig through all those Wizrobes just for Pringle. He'll make a note of that and come back later and hopefully get some value out of that early book.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple extra doors that were on the other side of that transport. Maybe I check those and leave, but could easily just make the case to leave.
We do see Steel having to wait out the recorder tune as there's no whirlwind because no Triforces have been picked up.
Yeah, this screen can just continue walking up, and by the time he gets there, it's over with. So just start setting up the screens to not work. There's only going to be, I believe, 2 that are guaranteed to the runners in mixed first. So there's a lot of opportunities, of course, but who knows how many will actually work.
Key was a little bit on the expensive side. Fortunately, these runners have A keys, so not relevant.
Yep. Starman did find the Triforce. Is actually likely to find the book as well. They have a little bit of access to this area. It just depends if they go to the right. So this Triforce in 6 is actually super easy to get. 3 Gorillas guarded. It was that room that Steel dipped into and bailed on.
To the left of the Moldorms? Okay.
Yeah. And this staircase will take you back up there if he goes through it. I saw a pickup at the Armos potentially and a red old lady, so I think we got a red ring on the Armos.
A lot of really nice early quality of life here. Red ring, any key, don't have to worry about doors. Book, so if you find the hint shop, you can start filling in pieces of the puzzle nice and quick. And this is moving nicely.
Alright, Starman has the book, and it's going to get the Triforce, so an early Triforce lead and not having to redig, so that's a little benefit. And we do find another level up in the Grave Open Cave, and it is level 1 with the any key in hand, no bombs. This could be a dungeon you can clear out pretty easily, or you could just get trolled by no open doors early. We'll see.
I think I might be tempted to spend some time with those dark nuts right outside this one, try and get a bomb drop or 2. Because if it's not key hungry, it's going to be bomb hungry.
I'm really surprised Starman's continuing to dig in here. I guess a heart container will be helpful for the white sword iron potentially if we need it, but definitely an unfriendly dungeon otherwise.
Yeah, 6 would not be my first choice to dig for a heart container. Especially not when it has Wizrobes in it. And I don't have a ring of any kind.
Yeah,
Maybe Starman has heard us and just picked that try up.
Yeah, the good news here is, again, the Gorilla and the Wizrobe are in the same dungeon, so it's going to soften up a couple of the other dungeons that you could visit. With Bomb Pack now, we're going to get the Moldorm down, get the bomb for free, and see what's in the staircase. Could be a heart, or could be any number of items instead. It's the red candle, which, when you don't have a candle, you're plenty happy to find.
Yep, that's freeing up 40 to 80 rupees that you can use on something else. You love to find that.
Well, of course, any runner would rather have ladder, bow, or silvers. That's probably about 4th or 5th best find at this point. So, Dig Dog or Gazes in the forest, so we may put that candle to use sometime pretty soon.
Or not, potentially. I mean, there's so many different types of open and not open caves in the forest. It could be just about anywhere over there.
Alright, compass tells us what room we have to clear if we want the Triforce out of here. Looks like Moblins and Pole's Voice are together. So that's kind of an annoying set to clear. Pole's Voice in particular take a little while to kill with a wood sword. Could be any number of hits with a ±2 in play. Wand will of course speed that up. Not as fast as a bow would speed it up, but still helpful.
Yes. Again, that early quality of life trend is continuing here. EatMySteels is picking up all the nice little things to have early.
Unfortunately, Starman has the blue candle in sight with 110 rupees, so we'll buy it, and it is fairly expensive, and we'll get the upgrade immediately after, but also we'll find a red ring here, so we do kind of start to run out of things to buy outside of hints on the overworld. Could also opt into wood arrows bait, or maybe if you hadn't stumbled on this red ring, you could have gotten that blue ring, but yeah, there's just not as much anymore.
Yeah, we don't really even know our money situation in this seed yet. We've seen like a couple of medium secrets, I think, but blue ring is off the table. Blue candle could have been off the table, so even not knowing the secret status here, I think these runners are going to be in good shape financially here. Chat pointing out we found at least one small, enough to note that it also rolled up significantly, so yeah, we're in good shape.
Yeah, the small, the medium, and the door repair are all up, so there's a good host of things that either give or taketh. And Starman now going to find the red candle, a little bit sad, and we do find hints. They are all achievable with the money we have, it appears, by just 2 rupees. Gives us repeat info to start.
And that was the expensive one too, that's a bummer.
Sail knot is kind of helpful, but not exactly what you're looking for in the hint shop.
Somebody let K-Tab know. And white sword is in 7.
Okay, so 7 is not necessarily a dungeon that we want to dig. The only time that white sword's really going to be relevant is when we find a Wizrobe dungeon, and this spot will open with the blue darkness on it, giving us money, so we're back up to 40 to be able to purchase some things, maybe.
And I do like buying the full set of hints there for EatMySteel. Granted, it was 98% of his bankroll, but like I said, a lot of money still out there, and he knows he's not going to need a blue ring or a blue candle, so he's not really worried about money. Better to get information and mark things as probably not needed, so he knows where he should go. So, good investment.
Alright, Starman is now going to find their wand, almost certainly. They're not going to get defeated with Red Ring against the Gels. So we'll be evened up here again outside of the Triforce count, and we do find that the Forgotten spot is Magical Sword. I'm not sure that we're going to see the runners route that in unless the seed gets really trolly, even with the 7 Triforce seed.
If I was a betting man, I'd say that Mags is going to stay Forgotten.
Starman looking for a heart container still, which again could still be relevant. We don't know what the white sword item is just yet. It appears that it might be behind the Triforce one.
Yeah, if you work your way all the way up here, go ahead and clear it. EatMySteel did find a Take Any Cave under the bush northeast of Vanilla 1 there.
Ooh, well, lucky you didn't get shuttered there. That would have been annoying to have to wait out.
Oh,
Chevy Room guards the heart container, though.
Yeah. That's alright. Open Desert Cave has wood arrows and reasonably priced meat. Steel's thinking about it. Purchases the wood arrows. That's a good call.
Yeah, wood arrows are more likely to be relevant than the bait, although both could be in the end. Not looking like our desert spots are paying off too much here. Starman's going to get a little bit more of Death Mountain West done. We'll see if they go away from it after a while here, or if they stay on the path. In theory, EatMySteel should stumble upon level 5 here before too long. Going to have about half of the checks in the forest done soon. That one being a lake, so that wouldn't have been it, but still. 75 is not the largest of the large secrets, however. Again, as you noted, we have a lot of things that are given to us for free, like keys and the red candles, so the chances of running out of money at this point are pretty low. And there is level 5.
Yeah, 75 is more than enough to keep these runners topped off. Nice force from Starman there to keep this West DM track alive. Rule of 5 proves true. First staircase you find is a transport, and a bunch of Gurias guarding a diamond stair here. Another transport.
I don't recall which side he entered on the first one, but if they're both on the right side, we're segmented. That room is going to be left behind for a while.
More whiz robes.
Take this staircase. Will it lead one room over? I assume he's not going to be going one room over. No. So we do have a segment going here. We did find level 2 on presumably Death Mountain West meanwhile.
Yep.
I think we're down to Vanilla 9, a Power Bracelet spot, and the spot below Vanilla Second Quest 9. Although maybe it's to the right too. I think there might be a couple more checks, but regardless, we'll see if level 2 pays off, or if EatMySteel's routing, taking away from it, ends up saving a little bit of time, perhaps.
2 is generally not a make or break kind of dungeon. It's usually pretty compact. Floor items, so you're just going to clear everything out along the way anyway. So it's usually smaller, and Steel's going to take the disgusting banana out of the stair in 5.
Now, memes aside, not exactly sure with the wand that's something I would prioritize, but there he goes. Map of 2, it's definitely quite similar to Second Quest Level 1, just got a little bit funky at the end there. Bomb upgrade proves to be okay. Not the best, not the worst.
See, it's +4, but I didn't catch the cost. What was that?
I wasn't paying attention to that either, but I did not see the major value. Oh, 78, so you get a discount price, I guess. Might be a ladder block to 2.
Yeah, +4 for 78 is that's a good deal. And that is certainly looking like a ladder block for the item in 2.
Yeah, gonna go ahead and get the Triforce and maybe go back to see if that one room was accessible. I didn't see what guarded those. That little one-off above on the right side. But yeah, both runners ladder blocked in the dungeons they're in, so it seems unlikely that they'll have the ladder in 2, unless it's again that one singular room.
Yeah, when it's 2-3 rooms from start, you kind of got to go back in here.
Well, you can collect some money here, at least. And out we go.
That could have theoretically transported to the back of 2, but no such luck.
Yeah, unfortunately, without the segment, that's never going to push. It would have been nice. The coast item, meanwhile, tells us furthermore that we need a ladder to complete the seed.
Those of you rolling for a ladderless seed, sorry, try again.
Bait is now accessible in the shop if you still would want to pick it up. Said no initially, but I think is thinking better of it now because, again, there's only hints left that you can really buy, so might as well.
Yeah, and who knows where that hint shop is, plus, you don't want to get deep into, 8 and then find out bait's required.
Gonna make a quick look around this level 7. Knows what the item is in here, so it doesn't want to give a free white sword that could be a room in or a free Triforce, one or the other. It is the Wizrobe set again, so that might impact my decision once I hit a heavy room.
Yeah, quick staircase here. Maybe this is it. I'm gonna check for a drop as well. No such luck.
There's the
But
white
it is
sword,
that is just about as free as it gets. Very nice pickup.
Couple more free rooms available. One to the right, one to the left.
Now, white sword, red ring. That may incentivize me to push a little bit harder here, but we'll see.
All right, Starman's going to get the middle hint, the cheapest one. Leave the other 2 there. So we'll not see that there's a white sword hint, nor will we get the repeat information.
Yep, we've already seen our stair item here, so this is going to be a transport. But Steel's going to clear it out because it could also be a map or just even the Triforce itself.
Yeah, it's also a little bit of a trap now that you got the white sword. You start thinking, well, I got white sword, red ring, I can clear all this stuff. And it starts slowing you down just a little bit, unless it ends up paying off directly. I mean, it is a little bit of payoff, I guess.
Yep.
Say certainly not high on the list of things that Steel was looking for in this dungeon, but you don't say no. Again, we need maybe one more heart container.
Yeah, because that white sword item is still outstanding, and you'd like to lock into it before you find it.
Speaking of locked in with a single push block and a bunch of blue Wizrobes, so back to start we go.
That's a no thank you. Every time.
That room can't drop, so move on to this room, which says, hey, if you didn't already know that the boomerang in your possession was in 5, here you go.
That's not a you are here hint, that's a you were here hint.
So I guess you gotta take the transport or the key door.
I don't know, 12 bombs in my possession here. I might start playing, try to find the bomb, but still plenty of other options out there as well.
Well, this could also be the Triforce room. The White Sword 1. It can definitely kill this fast as long as you don't walk forward.
I'm pretty sure I'm at the top of the standings in this tournament for self-inflicted third-degree wand fire burns. So, completely understand what you're saying. That's a take any for Starman. That's going to push him up to 5 hearts. It's the same take any that EatMySteel found earlier.
Well, we know where the useless raft is. It's in 3. So, by default, it's either White Sword ladder or it's level 4 ladder.
Steel taking a death in the the maze room. Those blue wizards are not playing around tonight.
Yeah, you can kill the patch to the left now, I think, and if this doesn't work, I'm not sure how much longer I'm going to stick around for now. We did see a ladder-blocked room with a fiver in it, so we don't know that it's necessarily blocking the path forward. Again, it was in the northeast corner almost, so there's only maybe 1 or 2 rooms left. This could also be the map to tell you where to go, but no, it's just nothing.
That's nothing. I think right about now is the time I would decide this is a problem for later me, but EatMySteel disagrees apparently. And finds a bomb hole.
Is this the wizard room? What is this? No, it's not. It's another staircase that we've seen, maybe?
I think it's the same one we've seen, yeah.
So just a shortcut to the one we've seen. It will take us to the northeast again. Nope. Found a bomb wall and may get us there.
Very reasonably priced magical shield down there at the bottom of the coast for the shield enjoyers in chat. I know I can't be the only one.
Another ladder-blocked room with wizrobes in it.
Ugh.
And another patch room.
Starman takes a large secret. Unfortunately, left a little bit on the table because, well, 255 max, obviously. But again, money not really an issue in this the free red ring.
Yeah, already has arrows purchased. Will not take the bait just yet. And another ladder block with an Aquamentus. We're going to kill it and see if this might just be the Triforce. It's not. At this point, now I'm starting to feel like we're ladder blocked. I think this is definitely be the time to leave, and EatMySteel has decided the same.
Yep. Meanwhile, Starman has just entered that same 7. Now, if he takes that white sword and bails in short order, he can save himself some time here.
Yeah, there's also a chance that maybe there was a bomb wall that EatMySteel did not find in here that could lead to additional progression. So, a couple of chances for this to pay off more for Starman than it did for EatMySteel.
Yeah, but with 7 being on the larger side, I don't necessarily know that I'd spend a lot of time playing Find the Bomb Wall.
Alright, here is the White Sword room. So we're going to find out what Starman makes of this dungeon.
EatMySteel playing a little tune at 1Q2 or 2Q3, I guess, considering. Oh,
the
White Sword.
It is flute blocked, or it is power bracelet blocked, I think, based on what we've seen.
Yep,
although I could be wrong.
But our White Sword item is silvers.
So by default, that means the ladder is in 4, does it not? We're ladder blocked in 2, so the item in 2 can't be it. We have the items, both of them in 1. We have the 1 in 5, the 1 in 6, the 1 in 7, the 2 in 8. It can't be in 9, so yeah, it is in 4.
Yep. So we got to track down 4.
Which then means that level 2 has the power bracelet, and level 9 has the magic boomerang and the heart container. So we have actually gotten all the information on our end as to what's going on here. And here's level 4 with presumably the ladder.
And it is just free under one of those Armoses in the Lost Hills. So not exactly tucked away, just took these runners a little bit of time to get to it.
So if the power bracelet just to the right of the wood sword cave ends up being required, I think it almost favors EatMySteel, who will find level 2 here in a bit. Because they're going to potentially have to dig it knowing that the silver's underneath there. and not have to redig. There is the lair that we do was pretty much here. Couldn't be anywhere else.
Yep.
And so that now, of course, guarantees the power bracelet in 2 and the 2 items in 9.
Looks like we've got the Lionel set in 4. No problem with red ring and wand.
I feel like Steel has to have the information now as well, so his tracker's probably also filled out. So despite the small deficit in Triforces, Steel does have a little bit of a lead for me here.
Yeah, I like Steel's position a lot right here.
Not a decisive lead yet, but it will get there if Starman has to come to the same conclusion in 7.
Yeah, if Starman closes this information gap relatively quickly, this quote-unquote lead could vanish in a hurry. This is still very much anybody's race, but again, I like Steel's position right now.
Yeah, like what's going to be needed here is like a clear of the room that he was just in. Like if he can clear those blue Wizrobes and the Triforces underneath them or to the south of them, then that will mean that's a second dungeon that he does not have to redive. That's a big if as well. It doesn't look like they rolled down. Looks like they've rolled about the same, perhaps. Oh, we got there.
Yeah, I think they're either vanilla or +1.
So is the Triforce down here and accessible? Well, it could be. This does get you around the Chevy. Still looking for that Triforce in 4. Also wouldn't mind finding that heart container. Again, knows that the white sword item is relevant in the seed, so might be wanting to guarantee that.
Yeah, you don't want to get there and realize, oh, nope, not enough.
I think that's why he's clearing that Dig Dogger, just in case it's the push block with the heart container in it. And
Yep,
it appears to be.
Sorry, go ahead.
I'm just saying that appears to be what it is, and again, this guarantees the white sword item, unless we get a leave your room at some point.
Yeah, that's a good call. 4's usually on the smaller side. You know you're, without a doubt, going to need the white sword item. So yeah, take the little time to dig and get that 6th heart. Steel picks up the try out of 4 as well, so Triforce gap closes, and we'll probably be tying it up pretty quickly.
Yeah, there's just a key on that floor. Some keys below it. Well, they have a Triforce. They have a compass that points up. If we bomb up here, what do we see? Nothing yet. That's past that's past the Chevy, but I don't know that Steel. Yeah, I think if you go up here, isn't that the Chevy room? So you go right up. You can get around the Chevy. I'm not sure what was blocking the way to the left there.
Oh god, our esteemed friends in their robes are back. So can we bomb?
That's okay.
We can bomb left from the raft hint. Nice.
Yeah, flute is not the one, which is what he's going for there. The question is do we have enough bombs when we get there?
I'm optimistic. And Steel finds another take any, and seeing that he's locked into those white sword silvers, opts for the potion here. Very nice.
Yeah, this is the Patra. You have to be able to bomb here. Now, what's beyond this? Is another bomb wall? It is not. It's a shutter that's for free. What's the last room going to be? It's a bomb wall.
Oh.
So we're gonna get a bomb drop to let us in. There are some bomb droppers in here as well. So if we go back a couple rooms, maybe we'll get lucky. Also, did not see the bomb upgrade. If it's up in this area, that might save them. There should be one in this dungeon, 1-5, unless they doubled up.
Yeah, I don't think we. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, it looks like Starman's gonna hope that this Patra has a bomb pack underneath. I don't believe that's the case.
No.
But there was a bomb. There was a bomb pack on the floor in here as well at some point, though, because I saw Steel pick it up with 10 bombs.
Yeah, could not tell you where that was. I was gonna say we've seen quite a bit more of this 7 than we have of the 5. Oh, and that's why you don't fight Patra from the right if you can help it.
Yeah, well, there's at least some bomb droppers early. I believe there was like a Korea room right off the bat to the right if you wanted it. And we'll leave for now, but it should be an easier redive for Starman than it will be for Steel, because Steel does not have that map access yet.
Oh, for sure.
So that dive took about the same amount of time, because Steel, if I remember, took a blue Wizrobe Death in the past the staircase himself, so I feel like it's going to be about a draw on time spent in there.
Right, yeah, it's pretty close.
I think Starman is going to get beaten up on these 2 screens for the money. It is not going to burn the flute to the left. Oh no. That's a big oh no, because that is where the hint is for the silvers. So that's potentially relevant. We can't bomb that because we don't have any bombs, unfortunately. We should be able to stumble. Ooh. Oh, were we going back down? No. I thought for a second he might go back and remember that spot. It probably hasn't marked as accessible to him, just orphaning it, which I would do as well most of the time.
Yeah. There's an any road that can get him back there relatively quickly if he happens to have another one in the area, but that's unfortunate.
And there's also another burn bush that was not seen down here that has level 5 in it. We won't be able to access it because we don't have the ladder. Or won't be able to access the Triforce in it because we don't have the ladder. But this will give a bomb upgrade at minimum. Yeah, Steel's looking for the silver. It's going to get the bad news, I think.
Yeah, but should be able to put the puzzle together pretty quickly and get back to 2. And welcome in Raiders from Shaddy and Jess Andy 8. Hope you guys had good streams.
Level 2 for the question in chat is in Death Mountain West. Level 3 has been found under a burn bush in what appeared to be the Dead Woods. This is going to be a Triforce and go for Steel.
Not quite as go as he would like with these poles voices crawling around, but not terrible.
Well, I mean, this is hard punishment for not going back for the bow. I mean, that was something that could have been routed in and was not done. Still no bombs for Starman, which means I guess the bomb upgrade is actually past this wall.
Does get the compass, so knows where the try is, but I don't really think that should be the priority right now.
There's a bomb pack sitting there, taunting. You can get to it, I think. Maybe. No, you can't. Of course not. And for your punishment, you get blue wizrobes galore.
White sword, red ring. I feel like Starman might have been able to win that war of attrition, but does not want to take the risk, which is completely understandable.
All right, Triforce and 3 for Shetty. Or not Shetty. There I go, looking at chat's raids. EatMySteel. Hey, that's been confused before between those two. Both taking forever to ready up, so totally understandable.
I just gotta applaud Shaddy for running 2 separate streams at once, and then just having the multitasking ability to send one stream over this way.
Just like having 2 late bits on comms or 2 Furies on comms. Alright, memes aside, EatMySteel is going to go fluting to 1 so that they can have their Death Mount access just a little bit quicker.
Yeah.
And that should eventually lead them to level 2, which has the power bracelet in it to get the Go mode achieved.
That's not it. That's just a potion vendor that wants to have a staring contest.
Yep, I'm going to go further. It's definitely on the... it's a little further in than this. I believe... if you clips here, I think it actually gets a bit quicker. Starman, meanwhile, does have a pack of bombs.
There's level 2 for EatMySteel, so this 2's not particularly sprawling in any way, so it should be a fairly straight shot to the back.
Yeah, well, I'm going to go this way first, looking for that floor drop. Get no real information out of this, other than it's not segmented. Well, 1 away from max percent that we're unlikely to check at all.
Yeah, I don't think that max is getting picked up.
Free Triforce, but again, Steel should know, based on the clearance of the entry, or the vanilla start area, that it's hard required to dig this.
Not gonna get a croissant anywhere else. This is your only shot.
Silly Goma hints that we don't need. And if you didn't dig level 8 and you came here later, you might have been trolled. But both runners did dig 8 early, so both can get past the dig dogger. Both can get past the land molar room here shortly, given that Starman's about to find 4. And so which one of these 4 rooms will it be?
The last one. Which is looking like it's going to be the second one in the yellow column. Steel, prove me wrong.
Now, this room is a standard drop room, so this might be it. It's usually in the northeast corner of this room.
Yep, there it is.
Starman, meanwhile, going the wrong way to the ladder is just 1 room to the right. Doesn't know that yet, but will almost certainly be digging this.
Yeah. Steel pretty much has the puzzle put together, and Starman is not going to be far behind in that respect. But Steel does take the Triforce lead by pulling that try out of 2. It's 4-3.
Yeah, it'll be 4-4 soon enough, but
Yep.
I think what this is going to come down to is, unfortunately, the white sword hint was at vanilla level 2 or level 3 if second quest and recorder lake, essentially. And that silver's hint would point you to this cave right here that Steel just went in. And that has your silvers for go mode. And it could be a dig of 9 without that hint information.
Yeah. So if you're on Team Starman, you want that old man pretty close to the front of 9 to tell Starman, hey, no silvers here, turn around.
Starman has the map for 4, which shows a couple of ladder blocked rooms, so we won't have a full dig of this when they find ladder. Back into 5 for EatMySteel, which we don't have the map here, so we don't know exactly the way to get to the Triforce potentially. I know there's a ladder block that potentially blocks it, but I'm not sure if it's 100% guaranteed to. Oh, no, you do have access to it. Never mind, I thought this was one below where it came out. Watch it be a Goma, though, that'd be funny. Hey, I'm all for punishing a runner that doesn't go to the known bow on the coast.
Looking at you, Ice Blue. Did I say that out loud? Or no, that was Silvers. Sorry. Or no, it was the bow. It was the bow.
Yeah, I mean, totally fair to put that call out. I've seen people forget the silvers. Totally would never be antlers. Oh, whoops! I just did the same thing.
Oh, wow. We're just putting everybody on blast tonight. Now, I think we've all been guilty of passing that item on the coast and just telling ourselves, I saw it, so I have it. And then you get to Ganon and try to load your silvers, and you don't have anything to load them into.
Yeah, I mean, there's so many different silly shenanigans that runners have pulled off. We've had the double candle buy, we've had the wood arrows fight again when we know silvers, we've had the 0 rupee in Ganon's room. All sorts of fun times. Alright, Starman, you gotta go back in and go 1 room to the right.
Yep, I think he found all the potential blocks and just realizes, well, it's right here.
Yeah, they know the ladder is white sword item or in here, so it is 50-50. I'm gonna go ahead and save the health this close to start and continue on.
Yeah, walk it out.
Steel's back in 7. We'll see if Starman makes the decision to go to the coast and get the bow.
Thinking about it.
I would 100% go there. And then you can kind of just backtrack to 5 and 7 at that point.
Yep.
So getting all these Triforce out of the way will put them basically 1 off.
This is back into 5, yep.
Yep, it's a transport and a ladder block away.
Yeah, which makes sense. You know exactly where it is. It's very quick. Just take it and go.
So the critical decision in this race is going to be the return to level 2 or no return to level 2. That will decide whether or not we have a race into 9 or if EatMySteel has a decisive lead.
Yep, Steel does pick up that compass at 7, so knows where the try is. And I like that return to 5 because the coast is just a couple of screens away. So, bow is right there.
Yeah, and then again, probably going to go into 7 right after because that's not too far off. And then it's just a question, I mean, that would be your big chance to go into that vanilla 2 spot.
Yeah, that's not far from here either.
Yeah, go 7, then flute, then that would give them the information they needed. Alright, Triforce for Steel. That'll get them 1 away. And it'll also be 1 away time for Starman once he gets to the back here. I'm assuming you can't bomb up here. I'm not sure if we ever tried, though. Oh, hey! Shortcut.
Very nice shortcut.
I'm not sure if we get a second shortcut out of it, but the first one was nice. Got a bomb pack, that's nice. Looks like EatMySteel is going to go to level 8 for the Triforce.
I thought this was 6. No, it's 8.
Level 6 is Recorder Lake for Vanilla 7.
Oh, that's right. That's right.
So this, I think, will cost more time than where 6's Triforce was, but no way to know that. Alright, what are you going to do, Starman?
Oh, it's decision time. This is make or break.
Gonna get the flute out and flute away? Yeah, fluting away. Big trouble.
Unless it's back to 2.
Oh, it is to 2. Okay, then. Well, that's a good choice because... Okay, so this is why this decision's made. This could be Silver's as far as Starman knows. So that makes sense now that I'm thinking about it.
Yeah.
It won't be, but it will give access to him.
Yeah. Doesn't know exactly where, unfortunately, but Dart is very close to where he needs to be, so should get them in short order, would be my guess.
Hard to say. I'm not going to try to guesswork it, but this will at least give them the tool they need to get it. There'll be a bomb pack on the floor in here, just gotta not be standing on. Triforce is not that bad in 8, by the way. It was somewhat deep in, but not too far off the path. Starman's going to bomb right here, which will not be the answer. It'll be 1 room below.
Rewarded with blue left landmo.
Yep. We're going to go down with 1 more bomb, and this will be the answer. So door and roar time for EatMySteel.
Yep. Listening for that roar, which means we are cardinally adjacent to Ganon's room, and looking for that single shutter door that will not open once all the enemies are killed. It's controlled by Ganon's death, so...
Okay, Starman is going to bomb here. It took the up and A and save, so a little bit surprised they didn't just immediately check the power bracelet spot on that up A.
Yeah.
It's going to be pushed into the wood sword cave by the Tektite.
Nice moonwalk. Guess he wants to get these bomb spots out of the way.
They maybe get the hint. I just didn't see it earlier.
I certainly didn't see it. Oh, is he going to 8? Don't go to 8.
I think we're going to 8. Yeah, did not get the hint. Just we confirmed it. So
it's unfortunate. So this is going to be 8 and hope for Silver's in 9, and they're just not going to be there.
Beast awaits in southwest of Skull, so EatMySteel has the turnaround information. It's ignoring it currently, making sure Zelda is nowhere here, perhaps. Now we're gonna have to see a turnaround hint. Is this block pushable in here? I want to see. There's no answer that way. Push this block. Steel's trolling me. I guess we've been down there before.
That would be my guess.
Otherwise, you wouldn't leave that opportunity. I don't clear this room, which is interesting.
Maybe hoping for a map.
Just go left and start, though. You're in start. Steel.
You can't bomb there. Come on.
Oh, no, we can bomb there. This
oh, yeah, yeah. Yeah, this is start, yeah.
So go up and go up again, and Ganon should be to the right. Oh, you can't. Well, that's even more fun. Staircase type.
Yep.
And this is a new push, huh?
Well, time to start throwing yourself down every staircase you can find.
So it was Mugger presumably there. You take this staircase and find an item maybe. It's a really low, but nope. And Triforce for Starman. Hey, we got right next to the roar.
Immediate roar out of the staircase.
Based on where we are on the map, it should just be the right. I want to say.
I think I would have just cleared that Lionel room while I was there because of that shutter door, but plenty of time to do it after this because here's Ganon.
Certainly plenty of time given that Starman is now entering 9 as well, so without silvers and unless there's a hint that they find in a hurry, it's going to be a problem.
Beautiful stun lock for Steel. That's 7. There's 8 and 1 silver, and we have bacon.
Alright, so we're going to go to the right, I assume, and then maybe back to the left.
Oh, everything bombs in the 9.
Well, now you almost got to check the bomb walls, but there's a shutter door back to the left that we could probably check too.
Yeah.
Oh, well, there's a shutter door there that opens, so that is it.
That's going to do it. Get your GGs in chat. EatMySteel is going to take this race and the series with an official racetime.gg time of 1 hour, 1 minute, and 48 seconds.
And this could have been really, really close at the end if one more spot was checked. That's how much the difference ends up being, I think.
Yep, just a little bit late putting that information puzzle together. We are joined by our race and series winner, GG's EatMySteel.
Oh, thank you.
Well, that seed was not overly difficult, I would say. It was free defense, combat really early on with the wanded 1 and the white sword like 3 rooms into 7, so you just managed to plow through it in a hurry there.
Yeah, I thought I was doing pretty good early, and then I felt like I was pretty late to that ladder, so I thought, oh, if he gets that ladder early, he might be actually ahead of me, but it worked out.
Yeah, the real difference maker in the end was lack of bombs that slowed Starman down. They could have gotten the Triforce in 1 go in 7, which would have saved the redig. And then they orphaned the Recorder Lake, that's level 2, so they did not have the silver hint for near start, so they did not check the power bracelet spot near start despite having it. So Despite the fact that they made it a 9 probably 4 minutes after you, they are not too close to finishing unless they find that silver's tin.
Yeah, I thought that might have been a big one. I found that silver's hint. And that's why I went over to there. And dig that. I was like, okay, do I need power bracelet? And then by the time I found I needed it, I think I knew it was in 2 for sure. I just had to find 2.
Yeah, I think we had information on every item in the seed at about 35 minutes in the booth. And I think you were only really 1 item away from it.
Yeah, I saw so many early because I got the items out of 8 early. I got the book out of 6 early, which was recorder blocked from the item out of 8. So I thought that's why I felt like pretty good because I had that recorder, I had the book, I had the candle out of 1, I had the wand, any key out of 8 was awesome. So all that stuff, like 15 minutes in.
Yeah, so heart container is found. We're just looking for the magic boomerang to turn around now. There's really only 1 hint left. I guess the other one was a leave your room. Hey, a map. Let's see what this looks like. Well, interesting.
That's one of the 9s of all time.
It's kind of like a mutated Vanilla 7. Vanilla 7 mutated into 9. It's got teeth.
But no, we had Starman jump out to a little bit of an early Triforce lead. I think they were up 3-1 at one point, but you had all that quality of life early on, that any key, the red ring. So I think we agreed that we liked your position better. Triforces.
Bailed on so much stuff. Triforces early. 5, I think, what is 5? 7, I thought I was probably ladder blocked in 7, but I wasn't, turned out to be. So I could have gotten the try out of there earlier. 6, I just took the book and left, never went back. I did not think much of that.
The Gorilla room, the 3 red Gorilla that you looked at before killing the whatever room that was, similar to what the Starman's in now, that was where the Triforce was.
Oh, nice.
Vohio, there is the magic nanner in the corner.
So I spent lots of time in 7.
Yeah, and that is a no more for Starman. We'll wave the white flag there because they've seen the items in 9 and just don't want to search the overworld, presumably for the White Sword Cave.
Yeah, that was a good thing I having book early. I found those hints early. I had red rings. Like, hey, I can just spend them. I had just enough money to buy all of them, too. I was like counting. Stop for a second.
Yeah, I mean, you both basically...
Okay, hey, we got enough.
Yeah, you both were linear, like, not room for room, but like, Starman was perhaps 2 or 3 rooms behind you for the majority of the early goings. Spirit join.
The only thing I really want to know is where's the White Sword item at?
It's power bracelet blocked just 2 screens away from you on Vanilla Start. It's the silvers.
Of course, I narrowed it down. It had to be the silvers.
Yeah, you orphaned Vanilla 2's Recorder Lake, which has the silvers hint, which pushes you to near Start, which is inevitably what forced Steel to go find level 2 and get the power bracelet so that they could go get it. But you went to level 2, presumably to hope that it was silvers instead.
Yeah.
Yep, so that was a...
It was in a roundabout way.
Yeah, so it was... It was close. It just came down to, again, that Recorder Lake hint paid dividends for Steel, and you did not go to that cave, so you did not have that information to point you there before 9. Had you made into 9 with the silvers in that trip, I think it comes down to about a 2 or 3 minute difference. You only just barely missed Ganon's Roar, which is adjacent to Zelda's room almost, so it could have been pretty quick for you as well.
Right, that's all I wanted to know. Yeah, we'll have a good night. I'm out. Bye!
GG's, man.
All right. Well, Steel, I think you get Leslie Pro next. They were watching until you finished up.
Sounds fun.
That's going to be a very good series.
We'll see if Steel makes all those bracket filler outers happy, or if Leslie Pro takes him out and ruins brackets galore, including, I think, Jess's dad's bracket as well.
Oh, no.
I'll try not to let that happen.
Hey, man, everybody thinks you're going to win it all down there, so
I'll do my best.
we'll see what happens. Oh, is that... there you go. Is that Steel guy still in it? Question mark. All right. Well,
Hanging on by a thread.
Yeah, as long as you don't have to clean a fish tank in the middle of a seed, you should be good, right?
Yeah. I mean, you never know. I could suddenly have a fish tank in my house.
Yeah. I think I only called you Shaddy once in this when he raided, so only one mess of a misstep there. That's it. We did good.
That's right. I'll forgive you.
I could have called you many worse names, but that was a solid runner. So there you go.
Well,
all right, we're pushing the midnight oil now, even in Central Time, so I won't hold you for too long. But looking forward to seeing how deep you managed to get in the bracket, and we'll see. Leslie Pro and you have a crazy close series, or if one runner kind of gets out and has a little bit of luck run their way, because again, a lot of these flags are, you have to have a base level of skill, but at some point they just have seemed to really just run ragged on all the seeded players.
Yeah, you got to have the seed break your way a little bit, no matter who you're playing or what. That's what these flags really come down to, I think, more than anything.
Quick look at tomorrow. I believe that as it stands, it will be Tabby Orange and Dunlow at 9, Pirate Sheep and I'm not going to call him EatMySteel, I'm going to call him Shaddy at 10, and then Antlers and Rando Runner at 11. So 3 best of 3s, one of which is in Game 2, should all be fun to watch. So be on the lookout for what channels they get on. If you want to do commentary tracking on, just go ahead and sign up, because those, again, will be fun to call or watch in any capacity. With that, I think we will say thank you to Cammy and Runakai for tracking behind the scenes and clicking the buttons. Thanks again to Late Bit for, again, having the Meme Dream booth together again.
Always a pleasure.
And I'm Fury. Give these runners a follow if you want to see more Zelda 1 randomizer action outside of tournaments, because they do pick up races all the time, TTPs. But for now, Fury, I'm going to bed. Good night.